channeled an intuitive message. I kind of have like a public service announcement, a crown service announcement, if you will. I am noticing, and I know the rest of you are also recognizing this as well, that the world is changing. It's changing right before our very eyes. And many of us are um, participants in this new era of the world, right? We all feel, or most of us feel, that this new world order that's attempting to be ushered in by the evildoers of this world is pressing against the very nature of the Crown Collective. And that's just not spiritually, that's happening economically as well. Tap in. So I'm looking at the job reports just like you guys are looking at the job reports. I promise you I'm going to get somewhere with this, but I need you to tap in, collective. I'm looking at the changes that are happening financially around the globe and in my home front the same way you are. And I'm going to say this is not the time for us to lose our humanity, to lose our compassion, to lose our understanding, and lose the ability to recognize when someone could be going through something. We never know someone else's story. The same way many people and most people don't know your journey, you don't know other people's journey as well. As many people that's walking on the edge that's still talking other people from walking off the edge. You see what I'm saying? People are living multiple realities at one time. And unfortunately, some of those realities are dealing with loss of income, loss of a home, loss of children or parents or family, loss of what they thought was real, loss of a lot of things, right? So I want to say this: no matter if you are ride sharing right now, if you are an Uber or Lyft, or you started your own ride sharing business, whether you are delivering groceries or food for those who are unable to leave their homes, whether you are living out of your car, or if you are living in $1 million home, this message is for you, baby. This message is for you. This intuitive message is to empower you, pour love into you, to let you know that you are worthy, you are loved, and there's somewhere that you can turn to energetically to receive a beautiful message. No matter where you stand, whether it's day one of your journey or whether you are on level 1 million in your journey, this message is for you. My intent, as we talk about living an intentional life, my intent is to pour so much love into you during this live stream and any of my live streams, no matter what comes up, that you feel a sense of fulfillment before I end this live stream. If that's something that resonates with you, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. If you are a crowned community member, which means you're subscribed with notifications, please make sure that you share this video with anyone that you believe might be able to hear this message and receive what is intended to pour into them. Okay, so tap in with that. Y'all, today is going to be like major. I'm sorry, before I even like go into what today is going to bring, I also want to say that the reason why I wanted to start off my conversation like that is because I usually start off by saying, like, chosen one, divine feminine, divine masculine, child of God, earth angel, but I feel like sometimes those terms go over people who are not in the space to hear that. Like, of course, I never want people to forget I never want people to forget what they feel is spiritually connected, but I also want to make sure that I'm connecting to the people who are doing long drives, who are hustling because they have a loss of income. I want to make sure I touch the people who are homebound. I want to make sure I'm touching on people who have to drastically change their lives to survive. Like, yes, you're an earth angel. Yes, you're beautiful. Also, like, your real life matters. Tap in. Your real life absolutely matters. And the goal that I'm always setting out for you is to pour love and life into you. By the way, my name is Cass Young Crown. I'm an intuitive prophet Prophetic Speaker, and I guide beautiful people just like you to live an intentional life through self-empowerment. That's right, self-empowerment and spiritual awareness. That means I touch on an array of things, including personal development, spiritual warfare, demonic attacks, how to move through certain situations. I cover the gamut, okay? I've been a social worker in hospice for over 12 years. My specialty is 11th hour care, which means I hold the hands of people as they pass on to the next light of their life, okay? So their life is ending on this planet and they're going into another realm, okay? And I've learned a lot during that this season of my offering to this world in my career. And one of the things that I've learned is that I never, ever, ever, I never, ever want people to feel like they have to wait until the very end to say what they need to say, live how they live. There are no regrets here at all. Tap in. We can only learn to move forward. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's get into this message, collective. Whew. All right, I just wanted to make sure that you knew who was coming to you, baby. I wanted to make sure that you knew what was going on, baby. My goodness, today. Woo, tap in. Woo, there's a plan coming out. Oh, somebody thinking of a master plan. I'm telling you right now, somebody is thinking of a master plan. Oh, baby. Woo, there's a lot of removal going on here. There's a lot of removal going on here. Somebody is, wow. Somebody might be hearing that the change that they're making right now is the exact change that they need to go on. Oh, there might be something hidden going on. Something don't want to come out. What's happening? Reveal yourself. Look, a family member's opinion came out. Pause and think came out. All righty, collective. Woo, we got a lot going on in this divine message that's coming out. And collective, I need you to tap all the way in. First of all, y'all, can I fix my camera here? Okay, because I wanted to go down just a little bit. I want to make sure that y'all can see. Let me see. Okay, better. That's much, much better. Woo, tap in, collective. My God, today. Oh, collective, I'm feeling so good. Can I just tell y'all, last night, I slept like a baby. Now, sometimes I don't, because my husband, he's one of those people who can sleep for 3 hours, wake up, do work, then go back to sleep for 2 hours, wake up, do work, take a nap. I'm one of those people who I need work. I need to sleep straight through. But my husband is like, he a big dude. So I can hear him. I'm a very light sleeper. That came from my military days. I'm a very light sleeper. So anytime he even gets up, I'm up. Right. So the last couple of nights, I've just been like, man, I can, like, babe, you got to just sit down. Like, when you wake up, just lay there. And he's like, I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Lay there. I got to get up and do work. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So the last couple of nights, y'all, I have not been getting any sleep. But last night, baby, I put them earplugs in. Okay. I hit that. We got one of them beds that can like lift up at the top, lift up at the bottom. I elevated my sleep, baby. I was gone before the covers even settled into my body last night. So y'all, I am on one this morning. Okay, let's go. Okay, shout out to people who got a good night's sleep, and shout out to those who are looking for better ways to sleep. Okay, now I'm feeling there's something growing within you, collective. I feel like some of y'all are feeling like you're receiving a message. You're not really sure where to go with it. You're not really sure what's coming of it. But I have a sneaking suspicion, collective, that there's a lot of movement happening in the spiritual realm. There's a lot of movement happening. Ooh, look, Six of Swords came straight on out. What I say? What I just say? A lot of movement happening, collective. Somebody is looking to maybe escape, maybe leave. Or we got the Knight of Pentacles coming out and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, somebody's ready to leave a place of comfort, leave a place of love. Some of y'all have built entire like lives, house, kids, everything. And you're like, you know what? Where I am is not working for me. I got to leave. I feel like this might be a relationship issue as well, collective. My God, today, if you have been feeling that, look, Page of Pentacles, absolutely. Ooh, a lot of Pentacles coming out. So I know for sure, collective, that if the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords in reverse, I think a lot of you are past thinking about it. I feel like a lot of you are past thinking about it. It's time to move. It's time to roll out. It's time to get up out of here, collective. I'm not sure. Well, actually, I am sure. Look, Wheel of Fortune. I don't know how long you've been ignoring this mission to find a new way, a new place, a new idea, a new business. I'm not sure. Oh, look, it's been a long time. This idea, this thought, this emotion that you've had for such a long time that has been festering, collective, I'm telling you right now, this is the time to move. We got the Knight of Swords. This is the time to move. If you do not make your move, it's going to cause more angst. And that goes to my conversation or my message that I had before I started this intuitive channel message. Listen, again, a lot of y'all, oh my God, today, a lot of y'all had plans. And a lot of y'all thought that your plans had time. A lot of y'all thought it was going to be some movement, some space to plan more, to think more, to get more things into, position. And because this world is changing so quickly, the time that you thought you had, baby, it's no longer there. My God, today. So let me be very clear. This message that I gave this morning, my God, today, where I said you never know somebody's journey. You are going to have to move into a different strategy before you're truly ready. You can't wait. And that is stressful. Oh, tap in. Oh, what y'all thought I was going to sit up here and be like, oh no, you're going to get, no, it's not. I never sit up here and say it's easy. This is going to be stressful, baby. Especially because it's happening just like that. Just because the movement of it is so fast. It switched so quickly. Collective, my God, today. But you got to get up out of here. If you stay where you are, if you keep hoping that something will change, you're going to get stuck. Ooh, my God, today, clarity on this Nine of Swords, please. Clarity on this Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this King of Wands. Yeah. You've been sitting planning with this Four Swords. My God, today, you've been sitting here planning. You've been sitting here waiting. You like, this is a bomb plan. I know, thinking of a master plan. And God was like, yeah, about that master plan you thought you had, baby, it's time to get up out of here. No, this is not it. Ooh, collective, what you waiting on? My God, today, 8 of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. Baby, listen to me, collective. Ooh, listen to me. The plan. God has a plan for you, collective. This blanket is getting on my nerves. Okay, hold on, y'all. There we go. Whoo, that blanket was irking me, collective. Oh, now what? Damn, hold on. There we go. Oh my gosh, I was trying to help my back. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Whew. Let me get my life together, y'all. There we go. Whew, y'all. I know I'm a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Work with me, collective. Work with me, my God. Today, this eight of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles on the back. Okay, this is going to be a stressful move, but it's also going to force you to seek out the resources that you need to succeed, collective. My God, today, this 8 of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles on the back. Going straight into abundance. It's going to require some patience. It's going to require some strength, though. I might do a clearer reading on that later on. My God, today, look at that card right here behind it. Yeah, it's got to go. It's got to go. I know you're not ready. I know you've been wanting something to fall into place, but see, God don't wait for what you want to fall into place. God is saying like, oh, you asked for something, and because you didn't move when I gave you this sign or I gave you this opportunity because you thought that you were going to wait for the perfect time. And God said, no, baby, the perfect time is when I say it's the perfect time. Boom, here you are. Now, for those of you where this message is, you have to leave a place that is stable. You have to leave a place that you felt safe. And it's hard to leave, collective. If that is you, if that's where you resonate, I feel for you. And I understand. I completely understand. I might not understand exactly where you are, but I do understand having to leave a place that you've housed your energy, you've housed your time. But I tell you, collective, looking at this Eight of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles, baby, there is something better for you on the horizon. There is something necessary for you to access on the horizon. And I'm seeing the Strength card, and right at the Strength card, you got the Five of Swords. After the death, there is going to be a major transformation that is not going to be easy. It's going to suck, collective. Tap in. Sometimes I hate being the bearer of bad news like that, but collective, that's just what it is. Okay, that's exactly what it is. But baby, looking at this Strength card, looking at this Five of Swords, you know what, collective? I feel like a lot of you are actually leaving. This is where the relationship kind of come into play for me. Looking at the Five of Swords, collective. Ooh-wee. Not only are you leaving people and situations that have stressed you out, that have caused harm, but you are actually better off for. Let me tell you something, collective. Tap in. Okay, tap in. Let me tell you something, collective. Many of you don't recognize, or maybe you do recognize, but your emotions and your heart got in the way because the collective is so heart forward. But I want you to kind of reframe how people's energy can block your blessings. Yes, I know. Oh, what God has for me is going to get to me, but it's how you utilize those blessings in the presence of other people that's important as well. And we often forget about that. So for instance, if you're somebody that comes into, let's play it big. Let's say you come into $10 million collective. I wish that for every collective. Okay. I wish that for all of y'all collective. Okay. So let's say you come into $10 million and you got people who were already siphoning off of you, not just energetically, but some of them financially. Every time you go out, you was picking up the bill. Every time they were short on something, you picked it up. Like, think about that. Now think about how that $10 million is going to change how you interact with those people, because you believe that your blessing should be shared with people that utilize your energy like that. Tap in. So now you $1 million in the hole, or $1 million less. Now you down to 9 million. Now you going down to 8 million, going down to say you seeing this money drain. Yes, it was a blessing, but how you are distributing that blessing instead of protecting yourself, you allowing that to just fall out of your hands. So sometimes you got to remove those type of leaks, okay, out of your security system before you can do right with the blessing that God is going to give you. Tap in. I'm not saying nothing new, collective. I just want to pour some insight into every time you receive the blessing in the presence of people who were utilizing you, who were using you. What happened to those blessings? Now I want you to think. You get $10 million and you are 2 or 3 people less in your life that was using you, and you got one person in your life that's like, hey man, you do what you need to do with that $10 million. You make sure you get a financial advisor. You make sure you buy a house. You make sure you tuck some away for the future. You make sure you invest, and we can celebrate. Look, however you want to celebrate. It's all about the people and how they support you, collective. And I feel like a lot of you are recognizing that the people you were around were not supporting you the way that you thought. And that leads to the cleanse that's fitting to happen, collective. Woo-wee. My gosh, you know what? It's actually, what wanted to come out? Six of Pentacles. Y'all, the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Swords came out. That's the plan. That's the master plan. The decision is made. There's no confusion here. The decision is made. Ace of Cups with the Five of Cups. Woo! When I said, y'all just heard what I said. Y'all just seen the cards that came out. the Ace of Cups with the Five of Cups. And then I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles with the Two of Swords. I feel like a lot of you right now are at that emotional part of your journey where it's time that connects you with somebody else. It is experience that connects you with somebody else. And that makes you feel like you are somehow responsible for their well-being. No, 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 you are not. You are not. Unless it's like a kid. I'm not talking about your babies. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about your husband or your wife where you guys are in a holy matrimony and it's, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who have siphoned off of you consistently for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And when your blessings come, they help you waste those blessings instead of helping you keep those blessings intact. Tap in. That's a major, major conversation. And I think a lot of us tend to move away from that because we love the people that we're around, or we've learned to love the people that we're around, even if they mean no good to us. So somebody got their hand out looking to take from you, and then somebody has their hand out saying, hey, let me walk with you on this journey so that you do right by you. Tap in. Woo, my God, today. And I'm not even saying, listen, now some of y'all have already grieved. Looking at this Ace of Cups with the Five of Cups, some of y'all have already grieved. Some of y'all have already made a decision. You know what, Cass? I'm good on anybody that comes near me. Anything that somebody has to say about who I am, where I'm going. Seeing the King of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm good. The fact that I even picked that up, the King of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles, knowing that you are good with moving forward or breaking it off with people that you once cared about, but really was not there for you to maintain your blessings and then when you maintain your blessings, when you do right by your blessings, collective, it's creating, tap in, you know how they say, when you learn a new language or when you learn something new, it creates neural pathways in the brain, right? Woo. Tap in. I believe that a similar system exists in the universe, right? On the pathway to God, right? I believe that those systems are in place. And I believe that when you show God that you are doing right by the blessings that was bestowed upon you, that it opens you up. It opens up the neural pathways of the universe for you to receive more. Now, what do I know? That's just something that I feel spiritually. I know a lot of other people feel the same way. Tap in. But I'm just saying, like, when you do right by the blessings God has given you, collective, it actually opens up more doors for you to receive more. Because God knows you're going to do the right thing, collective. Woo, tap in. Looking at the Page of Cups coming up once again. Yeah. Page of Cups with the Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, collective, this person keeps showing up. Okay, let me address this asshole that keeps coming up in your life, collective. Okay. Now, I don't know. You might want to fight me after this, collective. I don't know. You might turn this off after this, collective. I don't know. But what I am going to say is this. This person who is using emotions to keep you around, this person who is using emotions to manipulate you, yes, it is a manipulation. And no, the collective is not adverse or y'all are not blocked from manipulation. What I am saying, I'm opening up your eyes to what somebody could possibly be doing in your circle that you may not have noticed before. Let me tell you something. This is somebody who is a sneaky ass hat. Tap in. Yes, I said it. This is somebody who literally understands how to pull your heartstrings, how to really dig into your emotions and how you work and how you give your giving nature in order to receive your blessings, to siphon your blessings away from you, collective. This is not a fantasy. This is real. And the fact that this person keeps coming up, I'm looking at Nine of Swords. I'm looking at the Two of Swords in reverse under the Six of Pentacles. I'm looking at blessings coming your way, coming your way, coming your way. But you need strength. You need a clarity. You need to understand what's going on. And I'm seeing the Page of Cups with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody in your circle who is looking to siphon your blessings. You need to do an audit. This is the Master Plan Collective. This is you need to do an audit of your circle. Tap in. You need to audit your circle. Y'all know the famous Kanye West line, "It's too many Urkels in your circle. That's why your wind's low." Tap in. I feel like this is what's going on. This is the spiritual cleanse that needs to happen. Oh, judgment came out, baby. My God, today. My God, today. Oh, baby, the master plan is you need to audit your circle. You need to audit who is around you. And y'all know I'm good for a paper and pen. So what I need y'all to get your paper and your pen. And I need you to draw one of these right here, collective. Okay? Y'all listen, y'all watching? Okay, name. Boom. We got the name. Okay? Boom. You draw a line down the middle. And I need you to think all the times that you received a blessing and this person was helping you protect the blessing or spend or siphon the blessing. Okay? So blessing number one is you got accepted to a school, right? I'm just giving an example. Tap in. Example number one, you got accepted to a top tier school around you. Shit, you got accepted to community college. I don't care. You got accepted to a hair school, nail school, whatever. You got accepted, right? And so now you know that your entire process, your day-to-day is going to change because now you have to include not just making money, but also having to do time and homework and study. Did this person celebrate you getting into school? If they did, cool. Yay, protect. But then as you went through your first semester, did they tell you, oh, girl, work on that project later? Okay, you helping me spend my blessings. Okay. Oh, girl, go ahead on and skip that class today. Let's go out. Okay, check. Right? I'm telling y'all. Okay, when you went to this person saying that you're having a hard time with this class, they say, girl, don't worry if you get a C in that class. Don't worry if you just barely pass that class, girl. It don't even matter. Okay, you helping me spend my blessings. I really need you to, it's not just about you giving out money from your pocket. It's about you giving out your energy. It's about what you are lining your life up to look like, not just today, but in the future. Tap in. Oh my God, today I'm trying to tell, are y'all following what I'm saying? Type a 2 in the chat if you're following what I'm saying. The Pentacles isn't just about money. It's about your time. It's about your effort. It's about you laying down the groundwork, the foundation for tomorrow's blessing, for today's blessing. Tap in. Miss Temple said, yeah, I'm feeling you. Look, the choice, 2 of Pentacles. My God was hiding behind the 2 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. I'm telling you, collected. My God, today, I didn't even turn on my, what is this thing called? I can't even think of the word right now. My scent mister. What do you call that? I don't even know. And I didn't even light my candle. I just came in here. The message was so heavy. My oil diffuser. My God, today, come on, Cass. Nor did I light my candle. Girl, I'm sleeping. Get my life together, y'all. Can't listen. Woo. There we go. Oh, what fell? Oh, okay, nothing. Okay, my sign fell. Woo. I'm glad nothing broke. Can I fix my sign, y'all? Whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Thank you, Leslie. I could not think of the word. Hold on, y'all. The way that I just needed to light my diffuser, light my candle, and then my sign fell, y'all. Who the fuck is in my house right now? Who is in my house right now? My God, today. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I rebuke whatever energy, I rebuke whatever spirit is in here right now. You need to get, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the almighty power of God. I must be talking some real stuff. I must be guiding somebody right now. Or there's a hater watching and they hate the information that I'm giving. Because my God, today, that has I've never had to stop and say, ooh, let me put my oil diffuser. Ooh, let me light my candle. And then my sign fall. Oh, baby, who don't want to hear this message? And then who needs to hear this message today? Oh, girl, what happened is listen, it is some energy that don't want you to hear this message. If this message crossed your feed, it's because you need to hear it. Did y'all see that? Whew. Y'all, oh, they must think they got something right now, baby. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fix my stuff. Okay, I hope that stays. Okay. I hope that stays, y'all. I feel like I need to put something else behind it. I don't have nothing right now, though. All right, y'all. I hope that stays. I'm not playing no games. What you thought? Because you not good, girl. The message is reaching. The message is reaching that the decision had to be made. I rebuke that energy in the name of Jesus. Tap in. We'll never win. God, I hope that stays. Hi, Kat. You got that pink chair? Girl, this chair is the bomb. I just wish it went a little bit higher. Ooh, tap in, collective. Seeing that Two of Pentacles with that Ace of Swords. Yeah, somebody's getting out of a bind. Somebody really feels right now, Ace of Cups slid right back out. Yeah, somebody getting out of this bind. My God, today. Woo-wee. Oh, collective. Could we please give love to the person that is receiving this message and has decided to get out of this bind? Whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it is, oh my gosh, whether it's a personal relationship, a romantic relationship. God bless the person that made a decision today that they have awakened to the fact that somebody is energetically blocking them from receiving more than what they already have, or that someone is using their blessings, using their light, using their gifts to benefit themselves instead of allowing that person to hold on to their gifts themselves. And a lot of this, God, I know, tap in, my God, today, a lot of this comes from the fact that we believe that we have to share everything about us with the people that we love. And I'm telling you straight up, no, the heck we don't. God, I ask that you bring this person to the forefront so they recognize their power, they recognize their gift, they recognize their blessings, and that they are not obligated at all to share what you have given them during their birthright season. My God, today, listen, somebody just woke up. God, protect them, please. Protect them. I'm looking at a family member's opinion. And oftentimes when I see a family member's opinion, sometimes I go right into, oh, well, their opinion don't matter. Nah, it's somebody in your circle who's helping you build the master plan. This ain't got to be a blood relative. This could be somebody that you truly just love, somebody that you truly support. This can be anybody, collective, somebody that truly supports you. You know what? Can I share a story today? First of all, type a 3 in the chat if I can take a drink of my water, and then I'll be able to tell you my story and my thought today. Please, collective. Woo. And y'all know what? As soon as I said that brief prayer, as soon as I gave that reputation, tap in. As soon as I gave that reputation, I swear my flowers just got stronger. The smell of my flowers got stronger, and like a cool kind of breeze just came through. Yes, remove that spirit. Get the heck up out of here, you raggedy heifer. So this morning, thank you guys. This morning, I was driving to the studio. And I was taking the coastal route because the 5 highway looks absolutely ridiculous. If any of you have ever been on the West Coast or even the East Coast, the 5 and the 95 are hell arteries of the state, okay? Of the coast. So I'm taking the coastal route. Beautiful morning. Okay, sun is out. People walking. It's just like good energy. My God, today. And I'm driving, and this is crossing guard, who I really love seeing in the morning. Sometimes I miss him, sometimes I don't, right? And this particular morning, he was out there and he was waving to people. I was a couple of cars behind the stop sign, so I got to see him wave to a couple of people. And it was like nobody was really waving back or anything like that, at least not in the way that I think he should have been represented as a crossing guard, okay? Because crossing guards are an unsung hero of the freaking community. God damn it, I said what I said, okay? And when it was my turn to reach and he was saying hi to everybody, I rolled down my window all the way, okay? Rolled down my window all the way. And I yelled out the window, put my hand all the way out the window. I'm like, hey, good morning. God bless you. Thank you for your service. Have a beautiful day. And he was just like, I love you. Thank you. Now, he probably don't even remember who I am, or maybe he do. I don't know. But it's just like, the reason why I bring that up is this. Looking at the Three of Pentacles. Sometimes we overlook, tap in. Sometimes we overlook the people that support our journey, even when they can't have a direct hand on where we go or what we do. Tap in. Sometimes we overlook the people in our community because we going through so much. We got tunnel vision, and we look at all the people who did not show up for us. We look at all the people who did not give us or not give us or lend us their hand when we've lent our hands so many times. Tap in. But we got beautiful people like crossing guards who allow our children, our innocence, our dreams, our ideas to cross the street safely and stop those who may be looking at life a different way. Because when you're in a vehicle, it's totally different than when you're walking. What you look out for is a lot more grand in the scheme of when you're walking. So you got young minds, and I'm connecting the young minds to your ideas, to your dreams, to your hopes, to your wishes, to your pathways, to your prayers, to God. I want you to grab onto the dots I'm connecting. Okay, so you got looking at the Nine of Pentacles. So you got this crossing guard who has a beautiful heart, who is a beautiful spirit, helping these young minds cross the street and stopping cars that are fucking thousands of pounds from interfering with what's coming, right? This is the future that we're talking about. I want you to think about all the times that a crossing guard, a spiritual crossing guard, all the times somebody that you may have never seen or that you pass by every day decided to block somebody else from interfering with what you got going on so that you can safely cross. I don't care if it's a moment in time. I don't care if it's somebody that's there to love on you, hug on you. I don't care if it's just you getting coffee. It don't matter. Oftentimes, people that are within our communities are unsung heroes because we got our blinders on to what somebody didn't do as opposed to what somebody did do or can do or has done. Tap in. So a lot of people out here saying, oh, I don't have nobody in my community. It's just me. But when you go to the coffee shop, you looking at the same person that make that person a part of your community. Hey, good morning. How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like some people don't recognize that you are making them a part of your community until it matters. Tap in. I'm talking about the unsung heroes of your journey. Tap in. So when I see a family member's opinion, I'm your family, and this is my opinion, goddammit. The one person, the two people that cross your path, that allow you to cross, no, not just cross your path, but allows the flow of you, the flow of what you're asking for to get to you safely. Baby, I need you to tap into that. And I also want you to understand and recognize, collective, when you have been someone's unsung hero, We speak so much on this channel about spiritual warfare, about people who don't show up for us, about people who are out to get us, truly out to get. I'm not dismissing that. These people are really doing dark magic work against the collective. That ain't no fake thing, okay? Tap in. I want you to recognize how many times you have been someone's unsung hero. And it was nothing off your shoulder, just a good morning, just covering somebody's cup of coffee, just smiling at someone, allowing them to cross the street so that they can feel better. Tap in so that that moment of time resonates with them more. Collective, tap in. Oh my God, today. Looking at this 9 of Pentacles, I'm telling you, collective, with the 3 of Pentacles, building moment by moment, brick by brick, section by section, so that you can look back and say, wow, I really had a group of people to support me like that. Yes, you did. This is my opinion about you. If you have changed multiple people's lives by being a crossing guard for whatever they're going through, for whatever it is, imagine, think back on all the people that have performed as crossing guard duty for you. I've met so many people in my professional life that look me dead in the face and say, I don't have anybody. But there are multiple unsung heroes that walk by them every day that advocate for them. And I said, yeah, no, you actually do. You have me. You have Nurse Joy. I just made that name up. You have Nurse Joy. Okay. You have Volunteer Happy. Tap in. These are all people who come into this particular business, come into this particular service because they care about the operations of this service. Tap in. Looking at this 4 of Wands, absolutely collective. Whew. What are you asking the collective to pause and think about? I feel like that was definitely an opinion to pause and think about. Something just fell out. What fell out here? Ooh, the 8 of Cups in reverse. Yes, gratefulness. Gratefulness. 2 of Pentacles showed up again. The Lover's card, absolutely. And the 10 of Cups. 8 of Cups in reverse with the 10 of Cups collective. Come on now. Come on now. Speak about it. Pause and think. This is actually asking you to not just honor your emotions, but rethink them if they become too much. Yes, some of you are in legitimate bonds. Some of you are in messed up situations. Some of you are losing everything. Some of you have to pivot hard. Some of you are over it. Some of you feel like you can't go on. Some of you have absolutely given up. Some of you like, I can't believe my life has changed so much. I can't believe I'm going through this. This is not right. This is not fair. I don't know what else to do. Some of you on the verge of losing your homes, for real. Tap in. Y'all need to, if y'all not tapped into the geopolitical world with the finances, y'all need to get up on game. People, Amazon laid off thousands of people. Target laid off thousands of people. There are 300,000 Black women that have left the workforce in 2025 alone. People out here busting moves before they was ready to. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in God. Will provide a way. But you also have to recognize when people are around you that don't like you. And they don't like you because they know the blessings that are about to come your way. Tap in. I don't want to say you need to believe in God. I don't want to say it like that. But listen. God is beautiful. Tap in. Ooh, what else is hiding behind the collective? The Star card and the what? The Hierophant. Absolutely. I feel like collective. My God, today. Ooh-wee. A lot of you are truly finding your way, coming out of big tower moments. Big tower moments, collective. Oh my gosh. Wow. I want to unpack this a little bit further, collective, if you don't mind. Looking at this star card, the Hierophant, going from lost to teacher. Whew. Going from lost to understanding. Going from lost to building. Going to found, come from lost to found to building. Looking at divine magic come through. Looking at faith, discernment. Oh my God, today discernment then came out. Need to dwell in that discernment. Need to live as a resident in that discernment. Somebody needs to quit something. Somebody needs to quit. Quit a person, quit a job. Your intuition is calling. Oh my goodness, today. Oh my gosh, expansion on the horizon under spiritual cleanse. My God, today. Something that results from an act of growth. That is expansion. The addition of an expanded part in a series. Oh my gosh, tap in. Girl, when I said that this message today is going to land in the heart of the collective during a major global shift. I keep telling you, collective, perseverance at the bottom right here. I keep saying this, collective. I said it once, I said it twice, I said it 1,000 times. First of all, I don't have no doors, no windows open in my studio. Yeah, and the heat is on hell in here. Tap in, because y'all might listen. Sometimes it be cold near the coast. The breeze that I'm feeling coming in right now is absolutely out. Thank you, God, for clearing that spirit out. Woo-wee. Tap in. Collective. People out here are hungry. People out here are desperate. People out here are surviving by the skin of their teeth, if they're surviving at all. This is come through. Perseverance. We're splitting the deck. Nurture. And some people are willing to go to the extreme to not lose everything. People are willing to hurt and harm to not lose everything. And I can't blame them. I don't blame them. Because a loss of safety can be a loss of self. Tap in. Oh my God, today. So what I'm asking the collective to do is not downplay the struggle. No, we never downplay the struggle, because the struggle is real, as they say. I want you now, if somebody feel like they want to hurt and harm, you do what you got to do. I don't have no love for people that hurt innocent people at all. Okay, let me just make that very clear. But I do understand the state of affairs that we are in right now, collective. Tap in. Okay? You do what you must to spiritually and emotionally survive. But I also want you to recognize that that may actually mean that you have to let go of the things that feel really good. Oh my God, today. That actually means that you have to say goodbye to a lot of things that you might not want to. That hurts. Things might get really bad for a while. Your pride might start to take over and say, I can't have my friends see me this way. I can't have my family see me this way. Your pride might start to get in the way. So you decide to retreat instead of ask for help. And I understand that as well too, collective. Tap in. But it feels like a part of that journey is a renewal, is an expansion. God is asking you to dwell in the energy, in the heart of discernment, to be a lot pickier, to be a lot choosy, to who and what comes around you during this change, during this season of significant transformation. My God, today, perseverance, faith is asking you to put trust in realms that are unseen to you. Whew, that's asking a lot. In the collective, tap in. If you out there hustling, you working for Lyft and Uber. You out there doing Instacart. You out there doing delivery for Pizza Hut. Tap in. You're living out your car. You're in a shelter. You're living in $1 million house. It don't matter. The point is to intentionally choose a path that will get you above and beyond where you are today. Nobody gets to dictate how you see the world except for you. Tap in. Nobody gets to dictate how you move except for you. Glad you're back. Discernment is the quality of being able to grasp and comprehend what is obscure. Whew. This is the perception in the absence of judgment, with a view to obtain spiritual guidance and understanding. My God, today. Ooh. Collective. I need you to understand what's being asked of you in this season, where these dark forces are asking you to join them by way of not giving yourself an opportunity to grow in your discernment. So yes, you're leaving places that feel good in the moment. It's scary. Yes, you have to give up things that brought peace and not peace, excuse me, because you can create peace wherever you go. That brought pleasure to you. Tap in. Oh, but what you give up to find along the way. God is asking you to dwell in this discernment, to live as a resident in discernment, to exist in your spiritual discernment, to keep your attention directed into this discernment, to pause. When I say pause and think, this energy is asking you to do that. What are you willing to give up when your back is against the wall, knowing that your life is going to expand after this season of low, this high tide that's coming in, where it feels like everything is drowning, where you feel like you're losing and nothing can move? No, baby, no, collective. There is a reason why this shift is happening the way that it is, because this wickedness in high places is counting on the collective to act a fucking fool out here in these streets. Whew, my God. In Austin 3:16 says STFU, but that's not what we're talking about right now. I'm reacting to a comment in the chat. Okay? Because what I'm talking about here is actually what you need to hear. Whew. Whew. Look, God said refrain from going there. Okay, I got you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm loving this. What just try to come out right now? Ooh, because if you do not dwell in this expansion, in this discernment, if you do not dwell there, my gosh, the consequences could be grave. Ooh, spirit. The consequences could be grave. Tap in. Grounded in spirit. Tap in. Woo-wee. My God, today. It actually says here, just reading, Mm. An area of knowledge or special interest, an area used for a particular purpose. Can I say power and purpose? Woo-wee. You know what? That's crazy. Thank you so much for that. I'm not even channeling. I'm just speaking from my soul right now. Because channeling would imply that I'm not getting this message from no spirit. I'm getting this message from my heart. I don't even, you know what I mean? Like I'm really getting this message just from like what's happening with the collect, what I'm seeing, the energy that's out there. It's a lot of people scared right now. It's a lot of people really scared, like they are in fear of this major change. And I want to impress upon the collective that this wickedness in high places, they are going into the spiritual realm to pull down this evilness. They are sacrificing humans, tap in, for this wickedness to exist in the natural. Tap in. They are tapping into demonic forces. We are not helpless against that. Oh, they want to tap in? Oh, no, bitch, we tapping in. Y'all want to play this? Oh, no, we ain't playing no game. No, bring it to the chessboard. Tap in. When I say you have the ability, along with the collective, to usher in a new world order that trumps what they got going on, tap in. It seems like the collective is finally got the message. Not only is the collective in consistent spiritual warfare with the wickedness in high places, baby, but they are also in consistent warfare with people who truly hate them. Their family members, tap in. Their friends, tap in. They are running into demonic energy on the street in their everyday. And what I'm saying to the collective is, yes, you pay attention to that, but I also want you to focus on the fact that when God is telling you to pivot, you pivot. You pivot. Even when it hurts, you pivot. Even when you might lose something that you deem as important, you pivot. Because what comes to you is much greater. It will show in the natural. Tap in. Agents of chaos, agents of hate, anger, agents of discouragement, agents of fear. But baby, here comes the Men in Black. Galaxy Defenders. Listen. Why y'all laughing? I'm so serious. It's just like I know like the energy that the collective is feeling right now. There's the shift because there is a huge financial shift that is happening, and that shift is meant to degrade the collective. It is meant to put people in a space of fear. But I'm going to tell you straight up, collective, this ain't going away. The wickedness in high places thought it was going to go. Did y'all see what happened over there in Nepal? Let's take it away from it. Listen, Nepal had grave consequences over there. I'm looking at the war fronts. Tap in. I'm looking at the war front right now. If y'all didn't know, a couple of weeks back, Nepal's parliament thought they was going to play games in front of the people of Nepal. And Nepal went to the parliament. They went to their government and started whooping ass. I'm not lying. Look it up for yourself. A couple of what we would say Congress members got their ass beat. And they was marching them down the street, marching them down the waterfront as the collective, the community was throwing rocks at their head. They exorcised the demons, literally. Tap in. They caused a complete uprising over there in Nepal. You better check the Nepalese. You better check the Nepalese people. They about that life. And then everything that was destroyed during that time, they rebuilt. And anybody that was caught stealing and caught pillaging and caught doing harm outside of the reasons in order to get those people out of Dodge, they went to them people and whooped their ass too and told them to come back and build the community. Tap in. What's going on over there in Kenya? Uprising. Madagascar, uprising. The uprising is happening so crazy over there in Madagascar that they keep cutting off the electricity and really trying to put them people in the dark. Woo! Collective. The energy of the world, there's an uprising happening. And because of the environment here, and I live in the United States. Some of y'all might be, from across the globe. But if you live in a Western society, collective, tap in. Everybody's feeling the same thing. France collapsed. If y'all don't know nothing about the French people, they riot over there. They don't even care. Listen, they'll burn the whole country. They don't care. The whole place got to go. Tap in. Whew. The UK, listen, the UK get read for filth on Twitter at least once a month. The uprising is happening, collective. That's why I know the collective is feeling it. It's global. So the more this wickedness in high places, the more these people continue to sacrifice the energy of the collective, the more the collective feels that it needs to push back. And in order for the collective not to push back, they take away means of survival. Money, food, water, clothing, air. We're about to listen, these poles are trying to colonize Mars for a reason. Tap in. The collective feels that. And they want us so bad to turn against each other. But it seems like the collective got the transmission together. That's why I said, man, this energy is different. The collective got the transmission together. It said, no, we're not going to fight each other. This ain't a party versus a party. This is goodness versus evil. Collective. The Google searches for spirituality has risen 400% in the last 3 months. Collective. Listen. Whew, I keep splitting on faith. Activation coming through. My God, today. Community. Woo, and patience and brilliance. Community, patience, and brilliance. Collective, I bring you this information. I bring you these messages. I bring you this love. I bring you this light. Because one of the things I truly believe in for survival, period, is community. Even if the community is right here on YouTube. Okay, even if it's right here and we connect as much as possible right here, I bring these messages to bring things to light. And I want the collective to understand that I'm not your enemy. These beautiful people in the chat, they're not your enemy. There is a system at play. There is a system at play. That's the enemy. And the more the collective finds a way to circumvent that energy, my God, today, you're welcome, Leslie. I see you. Y'all need to know if I say hi to you. Hi, baby. Hey, love. You're absolutely right. Hey, love. Hey, love. Hey, love. Turn your hair around. Turn your hair around. What you know about that? Okay, what you know about? What's that, the Stylistics? I think the name of the song is called Hey, Love. Agree, Jay. Agree. Woo. Community patience. A unified body of individuals with common interests living in a particular area. The area that we're living in is spiritual. Woo. In patience. And I feel like patience comes up a lot because collective, we got to remember that we're all on different parts of our journey. And there are people who just started out their journey who are not as enlightened as you. And I'm not as enlightened as somebody else sometimes, right? There are some people who only have a knowing and can't articulate themselves, and there are people who can articulate themselves very well. And I admire those people. My God, like, you guys are amazing. The Delphonics, thank you. Thank you. I know it was one of them. The Delphonics. My God, today. Emery, if we keep showing our age on here, girl, they gonna find out that they gonna start thinking we vampires, okay? Tap in. So I want you to practice a little bit patience, collective. Any ending messages for the collective before I dip up out of here? Because let me tell y'all something. Collective, I'm gonna eat some grits and eggs after this. Grits and eggs is my spiritual meal. It's what my grandmama cooked me. My grandmama cooked me grits and eggs when I was a witty bitty baby, okay? And when I came home from the military, she would cook me grits and eggs. When I came home to visit her, like, she cooked me grits and eggs, like, even up nearly until she started declining, she cooked me grits and eggs every single time, okay? And today is one of those days where I want to connect with that feeling of home, even though I'm not home. That's why I said, no, you can create a home wherever you are. You can create a space wherever you are. Tap in. And one day I will share, collective, my story of me leaving home when I was not ready. I was not ready to leave a space that I had built. Even though I had prayed for an opportunity to get where I was going, I wasn't ready to leave. The way that it happened was out of my control. That's why I'm able to sit here today and tell you, like, I understand when you got to leave and you're not ready. I understand that hurt, that pain. I understand having to pack up and roll. But collective, my God, today, woo, collective, you create a home anywhere you go. Trace came out. What came out underneath? Woo, vulnerability, collective. I feel like a lot of you, I've been calling out some of y'all might feel a little bit vulnerable. Some of y'all might feel emotionally open, emotionally wounded. Let me tell you something, collective. Ooh, protection, healing. Whew. Wow. You have a just cause for protection. Okay, so some of y'all might actually be feeling, wow, energy received. Some of y'all might be feeling, maybe some of y'all haven't said anything to the people or the environment that needs to be spoken to because you don't feel like you're justified. You're justified. If that's you, you're justified. And the justification is the protection of your healing. You're justified. You're justified. My God, today. Woo. Introspection and vibration. I'm telling you. And the fact that introspection and vibration came up, if you're looking at the tattoo on my finger, it says Team You, because I'm Team You, baby. Always been Team You. Okay, that means pouring into yourself and making sure your glass is overflowing, not full, overflowing before you pour into somebody else. And the fact that I see vibration and introspection, and I was just talking about the unseen realms that this wickedness in high places is utilizing to sacrifice humans. Baby, the vibration, the introspection, understanding, your collective. Oh my God, today. Woo-wee. I just needed a moment, collective. Because if you're new here, hey, welcome. If you are just tuning in, tapping in, hey, welcome. Listen. If you're OG here, if you're OG here, type OG. If you're new here, type new. Okay. Okay. Listen. I recognize that I'm creating a lane in this space that is a little bit different. Because when people see me, and I've gotten this feedback. Okay, hey, Nunu, hi, friends, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, got some OGs, Nunu. Oh, I love you guys so much. Okay, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. Make sure that you are like subscribed because God be coming here with information, boo. Okay, and I love you. Thank you so much. And I often say love you a lot, and I mean it because I recognize that a lot of people in the collective go a day without hearing somebody say I love you, and that is wicked to me. So I love you. But I've recognized that many people that use these cards use it as a way of like saying exactly like they're traditional readers. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. I believe that that style serves a purpose. Sometimes I use these cards and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just come on here with the microphone and my thoughts and I just start speaking. But most of the times when I do use my cards, it's to bring out what I'm already feeling, and it helps my brain make sense of how I'm going to lay it out. I take this seriously. I take the speaking, the energy in which I speak to the collective seriously. Hey, Love said, I'm triple OG. Hey. Whew. I take it seriously because how you see yourself is imperative of how you move through the world. I believe in God. I believe in prayer. I believe in manifestation. I believe in alignment. I believe in spiritual warfare. I believe in healing. Those are my pillars. It's how I operate. And there are no amount of cards that could ever override the divine light, ever, ever. When I speak to you, collective, I'm speaking to you from a space of needing you to recognize that I understand the different realities that are at play, and that you can only be spread so much, and that this world tells you to focus on this thing, that thing. And I'm telling you, like, everything is spiritual. Everything starts with the light, with the light. And how you walk this path, it matters. You act 2442 is what I see on my screen. It matters because you cause ripple effects in the universe. There are many people that sacrifice their lives to make sure that you are alive today. And there are many people who failed you. And it's why you've made the decisions that you've made up until today. Every breath is a new opportunity to start over or to reclaim who you are. Tap in. I am not oblivious to the fact that many of you are survivors of deep rooted trauma. I am not oblivious to the fact that many of you have survived some of the nastiest parts of that life could ever hand you in your adult years. I'm not oblivious that a healing journey can be liberating and sometimes confining at the same time because it forces you to deal with the things that you don't want to think about anymore. I am but a person that's passing through this journey with you. We can breathe today and not breathe tomorrow. And what I want to leave in the imprint of your soul is that living an intentional life is, it is the way to freedom. Every day don't have to look the same. Every day is not going to be easy, but you actually get to choose parts of your world and your life that feels good to you, that is in alignment. And I advocate for that 1,000%, 1,000,000,000%. And it took me a long time coming out of the military, going into school, going into corporate America, hating corporate America, and having to change my entire world view to get to the point where I'm able to sit in front of you and say, it can be done, no matter how harsh the environment is. That's why I say it don't even matter if you're living in your car. It doesn't matter if you're living in a $1 million home. Living an intentional life builds the neural pathways in the universe for you to receive your blessings that are in alignment to live a beautiful life. Tap in. Whew, my God, today. I can't stress that enough to you, collective. Because if you are somebody out here that's in the thick of spiritual warfare, it can feel like the walls are closing in on you. And you have the choice to say, all right, walls are closing in. Before this whole thing gets squished, okay, let me sit down and enjoy a 10-minute video about happiness. Let me take this 10 minutes to pray. Let me enjoy my bowl of noodles, okay? Let me breathe in some fresh air. That is a choice that you get to make in that moment for intentionality. It sets the stage for a beautiful life, a comfortable life, even when the world hands you its ass to kiss. Tap in. Whew. Y'all. I'm sorry, I just had a reflection on my life. I just had a reflective moment of like, wow, everything. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, when God was like, okay, girl, it's time for you to leave and it's gonna hurt, it hurt. And I had to use my environment to heal. And I did. I used that Pacific Ocean to heal. My God, today. Okay. And it was not easy. So I can recall those times where the walls were closing in on me and I didn't think I was going to make it. And because I chose a life of intentionality, I made it. And it made the journey, the processing, that much easier. Didn't say it was easy. It made it easier. Tap in. Whew. Collective. So with that being said, I'm going to have to toot my own horn. And I'm going to toot my own horn for me and for you. Because it took me, y'all, and I've been on YouTube for a while, okay? And I've been going active at this channel, like really in this energy in my brand for less than 6 months, okay? It took me a long time to find my path. And it took me up until, and Travis can tell you, Travis been on this ride with me. It took me up until last freaking week to open up my mouth and say to y'all, I'm focusing on an intentional life. Because it's customizable, baby. Woo, hello. An intentional life is customizable. I can show you how I do it. I can show you one of the pathways that I love to teach about intentionality. That's through my microphone. But y'all, intentionality is where it's at. And intentionality holds 3 parts. And I'm going to start teaching those 3 avenues right here through my messaging. So if you are here for that, collective, subscribe. hit the bell that says all notifications. Whew. Thank you, Travis. Okay. If this message resonated with you and you know it might resonate with somebody else, share it. Share it on Pinterest, share it on Facebook, share it in your text messages. Like put me in your group chats. Okay. Say, hey, y'all need to listen to Cass because she really is speaking love into us because she understands the journey. I understand. I was inside of two of those systems. I was inside the militant system, tap in, whew, my God, today. In the corporate America system. Tap in. And still chose me. And when I chose me, it humbled me and it led me right back to God in a way that I just cannot explain. And I am so grateful. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I just want to love on y'all because I have the capacity to do so, even when you don't have the capacity to love on you. I have it. And I'm just thankful for it. And I'm thankful for you. So with that being said, y'all, I know the energies are wild. I'm going to unpack them as I go throughout these days. But y'all, we call it to the forefront. I don't care if it's in the news. I don't care if it's in the spiritual realm and we need to pull it out of the sky and make it real. That's what we're going to do. So with that being said, whatever energy we rebuked out of here earlier in this live stream is going to stay away. I'm going to go into my prayers. I'm going to eat my grits and eggs. I'm going to just enjoy myself for the rest of the day. It's a beautiful day. I might go to the beach and I will see you guys later. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. If I'm up and at it, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Always walk with your crown on. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you.